Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with an Earth 2 update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. And if you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. My shoulder still hurts. So anyway, guys, this is my basically retort video on the people that are calling Earth 2 a scam, people that invest in Earth 2 either gullible or losers because they're investing in a scam, pyramid scheme, what have you. I have mentioned this before live several times, but there's a couple people that, despite me saying that my first couple of minutes of each live video are essentially my normal content, and then I do basically Q&A. They don't want to, they get intimidated by a video that's like an hour long, 2 hours long. So here it is, in short. A little history on the people calling Earth 2 a scam. They had reared their ugly heads in December when I had made a Instagram post. Well, they reared their ugly heads pretty much as soon as I started making videos. But where I really saw is where I made an Instagram post. I paid for it to publicize it. So hey guys, because at this time where everybody was saying hey, what stock should I pick? What should I get into next? Because at that time, even last year, I was seen, before I retired, I was seen as relatively a successful person because of the two businesses that I was working in conjunction with picking Tesla and talking about Bitcoin and basically just being early on a lot of stuff. I said, okay, well, this way, nobody needs to ask me about it. This is what I'm doing. And then people was like, oh, it's a scam. I'm calling the FBI. You're a horrible person. And then after, another couple weeks or a month or so, those voices subsided. But recently there's a guy named Big Fry. I'm pretty sure that's his name, or part of his name. And he had done the first hit piece on Earth 2 in a long time. And after that, 5 or 6 other people, with hefty amount of subscribers, a couple 100,000, had made hit pieces on Earth 2. And I'm here to tell you why that's a good thing. Now, I mentioned in another video, actually just a video when I did Earth 2 updates from Nathaniel and everything, that Shane had also tweeted saying hey, thanks for the 20% profit increase, for you guys. Because again, I subscribe to that theology. I subscribe to that way of thinking, that camp saying there's no such thing as bad publicity. Because again, I've even seen it, a lot of people that have watched those Earth 2 scam videos have jumped over to my channel, GodBrooke Gaming, Ari Realty's channel, Earth 2 Odyssey. They're commenting lots of stuff. I'll respond because comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. It's good because, and this is why this happens. You have someone like Big Fry. Again, he's just the first person that made the video. And he was just being caught saying yeah, I don't understand this. I don't know what this is about. What's the point of buying something just to resell it? And this could just be the character that he's playing. Because again, you have a bunch of these YouTubers that make their living calling other things scams. He was just the first one to do it. Or the first one to make a video on Earth 2. And if that's just a character that he's playing, then okay, good for you. Capitalism, you're making your living. Kind of spreading false information, but maybe you're just saying no, it's entertainment. They know to do their own research. Maybe. But the people that actually do their own research, they're looking at him saying, okay, how does he not get this? How does he not know? I don't want to question the man's intelligence. Because clearly he's more successful at YouTube than I am, just because of the subscriber count. But if you're not getting, the buy low, sell high, what you do in stocks, what you do in collectibles, what you do in pretty much anything in life when you buy and sell, saying that he doesn't get things, showing his ignorance on a couple things, and also reporting on things that were several months old by the time that he reported it. He has a bunch of his, let's say, higher level thinking, intelligent subscribers saying okay, you're going to say one thing, and I'm going to go research and do another. And as they research, they find okay, well, yeah, these guys that are making the Earth 2 game, Nathaniel, you have Wolfgang, you have Shane, they have all attached themselves to something in the past, whether it be a drone game or other apps or just being producers. Again, just go to their LinkedIn or go to whatever. And I'll say okay, well, these are actual real people. So the people that are saying, the people that are making these games are a scam, people that are working on this game to try to take your money. That attack has kind of devolved into another attack saying like, okay, well, how do you know? Because clearly, like, you have all these brilliant people, not even to mention Dylan CEO, who had founded Oculus Rift. All these men are successful on their own, and logically, they're not going to put their name attached to something that would be a scam, that even has a whiff of being a scam, just because they'll never work again. So you have that attack devolving into saying, okay, well, yeah, these guys, yeah, they're real, but how do you know that it's these guys? How do you know it's not, you know, Joe Schmo over there using these guys' names and using their pictures to try to scam everyone? Like, how do you know that? Those of us that have been here a long time notice that, okay, yes, they've done multiple videos on the project. We talk to them in Discord all the time. So we know that. And a lot of these arguments that come full force, like, this is a scam, these developers are scammers, you know, they're known people to being like, okay, well, they're people, you know, those are real people, but how do you know? Like, contact them. We have contact with them. And then that, it's just to like, well, you know, this game will never take off. Which is just a matter of opinion. And to those people's credit, yeah, it could be right. And I've said before, the only risk that I see putting money into this game is that it just, when it finally finishes, is that it's unsuccessful because it's boring or people don't like the gameplay, whatever. The risk is not in putting the money in these people's hands. They have the best intentions. The risk is betting on the game, which I am. Again, ask me, I'm a gambling man. That's what I do. That's how I made my fortune. On betting on long shots, on betting on people betting on things that no one else could see, that nobody else would give a second shot to. Obviously, we have a couple 100,000 people that share my view on the Earth 2 game, and that's why you have people that are more invested than I am. I've only put low 5 figures in. Ari Realty, one of the biggest Earth 2 YouTubers, has almost like 40, 50,000. And he's not even on the leaderboard anymore. You have one of my biggest Patreon supporters, Raythax, who put in more than him. He's got like 70,000, or no, that's $70,000, but like however much he has, he's got a lot more than me. I only have 20-something thousand tiles. You have the great people of Guidebook Gaming, known as Nameless and Tech Ops. Same thing. They have a couple 100,000 tiles, same as Ari Realty. You have Predict, who has put in well into the 6 figures, like $250,000 into this. And you have a bunch of other people in between. And there's a lot of people that are like me, that'll put in the low 5 figures that maybe they're worth a couple 100,000, and they see this as a long-term investment. Again, the analytics of this as a long-term play is something that I like. And I feel like a lot of these YouTubers, they don't have a background in finance. They don't have a background in risk or data analysis. They just kind of, again, for their living, I understand why they're doing it. It's just factually incorrect. So anyway, guys, that's just something that I want to bring to the table. So it's a nice short video to y'all. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi, bye-bye Dashi. And again, reference for Guidebook Gaming, their link to Twitch is in below. You don't have to spend money to play this game. I do giveaways. Guidebook Gaming does giveaways. And yeah, if you need anything, let me know. Nicole Smith is actually the winner of the last challenge, so she gets a free tile in Chaveztopia. Nicole Smith messaged me somewhere, and you will get that free tile. All right, I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, meow, meow. Merch store down below. Meow.